Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar, and welcome back to another dancehall video tour. And now one we go through and mix the wild Junkie rhythm from start to finish, meaning automation, all of that type of stuff. We go fully in depth with it, full walkthrough, full breakdown, everything what we are do. And we go from start to finish, you know, organize, color coding, bussing, auxiliaries, all of that, reverb delay, all of them type of stuff. So we'll go through, do that, and by the end of this, we'll have a clean, clear, loud, punchy, nice, dynamic rhythm. You know what I mean? So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is just organize everything, you know what I mean? Rename the files, group them up, you know what I mean? Color them and all that type of stuff. So that's the first thing what we'll do. So this right here is I believe a reverse kick. So I'll rename this first. I'll turn on the volume so we can play everything. Let's rename this. So let's go master reverse. I left the color for right now. We can worry about color later on, but for right now that's cool. So let's find Alright, so that's done. I got you now and kind of color code everything and kind of organize everything and then put them on the mixer and can drop the volume. So all of the drums and all of that can kind of group together. Producer tag, same thing. The bass drop, that too. No, the bass drop good. Alright, so we can group all of them together. Let's get all of the string them together. So the staccato, the spiccato. Let's get the harps them together, you know. The funky rap, have the dust swing. Doomsday hit, bass drop, have a lead pluck, the electric guitar, bass drop, hit, call to ours, another harp that can go up there, so tubular bell cooler right there, so alright, and that's that. So let's change the color. So the kick, one blue, dark blue. The hi-hat, home hat, orange for them there. The snare them want red. Alright, can kind of put them together too. So that's everything. Get everything in the mixer. We can start separate them. So if never look for nothing, know exactly what for go for it. Pretty much. Nah man, tap man. It should be an easy mix session, but kind of though, I treat this like I get paid for mix it, you know what I mean? Like somebody said me Riddim for mix, so I treat it that way there. Kind of go look a bit hard with this. So we'll delete them and then drag them back in everything kind of color code and also we don't like how the fucking thing always asks. Let's cancel this real quick. I'm going to sound turn off something. option if you do that. Yeah, now give me the option if you do that. What the fuck? Dog. Just delete some, never mean if you delete. Think alright. So it's supposed to be an option if you turn this off. I don't know, I can't find it, but fuck it for right now. I must turn on all of them. Alright, so that's everything. So that's done. Separate every track. Let's get started. So because I have the drop at the front, Franchi Dream X, Intelligent, Hungry, Wagwan, bro. Capital Wagwan. Alright, so I come here, let myself the hit at the front with the the verse start or the intro that start, yes, the same way. Well, you can see it from everywhere. So you have the marker that I was from. I did everything at the whole session, so pretty much the same thing. So the verse will start, yeah, so, and then the chorus will start, yeah, so. So we'll loop the chorus, and second we'll start cut up the file them, so you can kind of get space in between them and all of that type of stuff, but not right now. For right now, we just loop out a section and start mix. So, alright, I have this. So we'll go from top down, so literally in order. So we'll start with the staccato, string them. Alright, so one more is more, get rid of some of the low end and use reverb to kind of bring it back. I use is the Valhalla plate. Let's go ahead and bridge this. The tempo 98, so let's get the reverb time. 60,000 divided by 98. So 612 divided by 2, 3.061. So just like that. Pretty low, we'll put that as 0, change the color to the 80s, make this a little bit smaller. And one thing we can do really, if I don't really want to keep on after the load, or after they do the mats every time, really is just save this as a preset. So would I literally just come over here and just type 98 BPM. So now I know anytime then I already more 98 BPM, I can just come in and set my reverb. Or just load a preset and it load up my reverb exactly in sync for the tempo I use. Or I can actually save it in the plugin itself. So I'll do that to 98 BPM. Yeah, so the next time I need to load that same time frame for the tempo, I can just load it out of the plugin or out of FL Studio directly. So that's cool. After that, I'll put an EQ, clean it up some. I do a demonstration in a second. I'll put instruments, so we have that filter there. So let me say for the string itself, we'll take off some of the bottom end. Cool. There's a preset on my name, tap in here. I talked about it a couple of videos ago. I'll load that right now, so I'm gonna have to load it later on. Alright. Another thing I'm gonna do, I'll get everything like its own separate bus. So I'm gonna rename this to strings. I'm gonna send this to that. And also send it to the reverb. I'm gonna send it to about 25-30%, something like that. If you listen to it now. So that a reverb with the filter behind it. If we turn off the filter, we have this. You know what I mean? A lot of bass, a lot of tapping. Don't really want that because in turn that don't kind of create mud and kind of the thing not gonna sound as clean as it should. So filter out all of the top on the low end. So this is a 400 roll off and a 10K roll off, and you know what I mean. And it just fit because with the track itself, it just fits so seamless, and that's cool. What I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna send it into this track right here, so. And this track is literally just a boost on the top end, but it just had do more than that because of the type of plugins that dip on it. There's a little bit of nuance that go on. So if we turn this down and just bring it in a little bit. If we turn off everything else. So as you can hear, it's mostly top end, but that's exactly what the name of it is top end here. So we really just add a little bit of brightness on the top end of the signal. I'm not really go too hard with it because the more instrument to add, the more we might need to go into that. So it's not make no sense to go in right now when nothing else now play. It really only not gonna serve no purpose because I don't make it brighter, but it not gonna really help nothing because it not try stand out because of the only sound I play. So what's the difference really? So I'll just scale back and come back out at that. And on to the next instrument. So we have a spiccato string layer with this. I kind of act as a backup, which it is brighter than this a signal here. So what I'm gonna do for this is keep that going more. EQ out everything up to like 225, somewhere around there. So then I'm gonna use the stereo shaper from FL Studio and spread it out a little bit. Can go up a little bit more, probably like 240. Alright, that's cool. I'll use the stereo shaper from FL Studio and push this a little bit more left and right. Without it, a lot more central. You know what I mean? So the two of them together. Cool. So one serve as the bass, one serve as the high end, you know what I mean? And the two of them together just sound really good. Nice. Next we have an up. Alright, so remember when we did do the rhythm itself, we did have pan man pan this. Because we did a pan this run. So don't load that. Oh no man, you're good man. You're good with just a start. So user, and this is the preset. I mean, just get some movement because of a lot of things are going on and you don't want it to get buried. So we'll just send this to, let's rename the synth leads thing to ARPs. And we'll just send that to it. As far as EQ go, pretty similar to the second string, where we can cut a lot of the lower frequency them because we now use it and it's not needed. I also add some reverb to it. As far as this ARP go, they'll compress the signal first, and then we'll EQ it. Compressor, PSP, FET. The reason why I use this is because it's a really, really fast compressor. Any FET compressor go fast, so this is really fast. So let's put the makeup back to 0. And about 6 dB is perfectly fine. I don't really want nothing more than that. Ratio probably gonna look it too high though. I'm gonna use the same preset from the stereo shaper again, the delay preset. You know what I mean? For kind of get this out of the middle of the audio field. You know what I mean? Kind of left the middle open. If we play this with the other app, we have. Cool. Yeah, man, honest, bro. I'll give you man while I go on, bro. Alright, so let's move on to the heavier arm now. So because I have this to play bass, this to play bass, then the 808, you know, we have to kind of get them out of each other's way. You know what I mean? Because if we don't do that, you don't get wobbling like what you're here, right? So the easiest way for kind of do that is really for EQ them, you know what I mean, while I'll show them a play and just keep the phase and all of that type of stuff correct, flip it when necessary and all of that. But we're not going to do that though. We'll go one by one. Like I said, we'll go from top down. So let's take off the 808 and we're there, call to war. So this is like a sound I want, kind of dominant, want it to play the whole time, want it noticeable the whole time it play. You know what I mean? So the low end on it not really that important. Can always use creative little tricks to bring it back. You know, so like a wide slope like that. Still allow me to keep a little bit at the low end, but what I don't use for bring that back though is the pull tech. Alright, cool. So I run this through the pull tech from waves and kind of get back a little bit at the low end. So I focus on the low end part of this. So about 100 hertz. First upon this EQ, you will cut up to 60. So right around 100. Or we can even do 60 with a boost by like 5. And if we listen without the pull tech, And that with the pull tech. And then with everything else. Let's do a steeper curve on this. I'll go up a little bit more. And then let's also run this through the steer shape auto. And use the same delay preset. Nice. Let's bring down all of them in volume. Cool. So on to the lead pluck. Let's create a track feed. Actually, don't call this synths. I'll send this to it. Also, I'll send it to the reverb. And I'm going to use Pondman on this. Is a preset called Ball Bouncer. And then let's chop off. And let's blend it with everything else. The guitar without skip, even though I'm saying I go from top down, the reason without skip it is because I kind of play the guitar as a lead instrument, so I want to make sure so everything else I play when I blend that, because that have to sit down on top of everything else. The bass drop and this Doomsday hit, them in the chorus, so we'll skip over them, then we'll go to the next hit, which are the low one and the reverse. So we have a reverse hit and then we have it playing normal. So we'll go to that first and then go until we come back to the rest. Alright, so two things. We'll kind of EQ this first then we don't go in and automate it, and then we don't do the second part the same way. Because I don't want it interfere with nothing else while go on, because it have a lot of bass in it. So if the 808 play at the same time, then we have to kind of find a way to duck it without like side chaining it or nothing like that. So let's just watch the spectrum and you don't see the rumble until it come up. You understand? So let's cut some of that. We'll keep the slope a little bit wide and go up to about probably 200 or so. Keep the slope 12 dB per. Alright, so that's perfect. It's not too much rumble in it. You know what I mean? It's like it's not all of that. It's just perfect. It's just smooth all the way up. Turn that on. Send it to this track or rename this hits. That's cool for right now. Let's route this to this track only. I'll send it to you. So and we'll add some reverb to it, same way. Cool. So that's just the reverb. So this is the dry signal. Nice. So let me say we have the signal itself when it play. So if we come here, and then right as I hit. So let's keep the volume close to the same. You know what I mean? And that sounds so good. So let's just emphasize upon that, right? Get rid of any unwanted, you know, like a low frequency or whatever. And then we'll kind of boost the top end part of the signal. Alright. We also don't use a limiter to keep the signal constantly solid. Let's go into waves. I want the L2. I want it mono. I'll just use the stereo. Alright, so let's put main out to -3 and put the release to really fast. Alright, so right as I do, what I'm going to do is add another curve right there. So we'll make that one a dynamic because there's a little bit of rumble when the sound a fade out, I don't like. So that's how we'll tackle that. Let's put this back at 0. You know what I mean? Right there. So the thing is, we don't want it tackle the frequency when it first come on, right? Want it address it after it hit and then it start fade out and when we want this start work. So the way how we do that is we do automate it. So let's widen out this curve and then let's bring down this to a suitable level. Let's test that out. Alright, so that kind of clean up the rumble I'm going to talk about. So let's bring this over. Put this back at 0. Alright, so go up at the top here, so browse parameters. That does show up all of the parameters in the thing we're open right now. Or may I move around? Just insert a track in here, so just insert 2. And the first one over the address is the, I forgot about browse again, 1 second. So let's go. I'll have to move something and got browse parameter. I'll detach this so we can show exactly what I want. So let's do that and get the mix off of the screen real quick. Alright, so now if we right click upon what is thing gain. So let's right click upon that, go create automation clip. So we have a automation for the gain knob. If we go back out again, this thing keep on disappear, man. And then we need another automation clip for the frequency, so we'll just move the frequency right there. So once you come over here, so it does select it. So we'll select this, create automation clip. So what I'm gonna do is make the frequency kind of move a little bit. So we'll address from 47 to 51. You know what I mean? So it's a very small movement, but it still needs to kind of address just because of the rumble upon the way out. And you can see it in the waveform the same way. So that are the stuff I would address with this. So we'll start the frequency at wait there right now. Let me get the brush. Alright, we have that. So I'm gonna right click on the gain knob, and if you watch the knob in the plugin itself, notice how to move once I let it go. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, it's cool spot there. That's what I want to end up. You know what I mean? So let's copy that. I'm gonna want to start this. So I want to start a little bit lighter. As far as the overall. So this knob here, which should be, I'm gonna go back, browse parameters again. Okay, that's the dynamic range. So let's create another automation clip for that. That put it down at the bottom, so if we drag that up to the top. Let's create a track for that. Put this here. So if we play this, zoom out. Oh boy. Right. So like I said, we don't want to start this up because we want the sound itself to have a little bit of impact, but upon the way out, we want it kind of just dead out smooth. We don't want no unnatural going. So let's take, alright, so let's put everything back to default pretty much. So the mega one at the dynamic range, so that would all start about that. It's cool. And we'll make it gradually go down. You understand what I'm saying? So we kind of, the longer the sound take for go, the more we pull along the dynamic range, so the more the signal get captured. You know what I mean? Cool. At the same time, we'll make the frequency move just a little bit. So copy the value here. We'll paste it here. So if we go right click here, so now and go up. Notice how the frequency I move around. We want this to be between that and 55, which is about right there. So that's cool. So let's, I'm gonna do is right click on the point. I'm gonna go pulse. Right. So what I do is it create this pulse. What I do is drag it back to kind of get it smaller. Like I said, we want to go back and forth between 51 and 47 and 51. So if I come and play it now, you know what I mean? Cool. All at the same time, the overall gain, which is this knob, we'll copy the value and slowly make that fade to 0. And bring it back up. You see what I'm saying? Just for the specific, so we get rid of all of the bass. By the time the sound doesn't play, all of the bass pretty much gone. Cool. Let's do that. Alright. So let's go back out. Lock all of the meta content. Alright. Disappear. Detach this again. And we can get back to the rest of the track now. Okay. Cool. So the tutti hit is this. So from Nexus, but you don't have no reverb on it. It's the same exact sound from Nexus, just no reverb. Send that to the same hits channel, to the reverb, and then without EQ out the bottom end. I'm gonna use the wave stereo shape up on it. Not stereo shape up, but the S1 imager upon it from Waves. So let's load Waves S1. I'm gonna use the S1 for this, kind of make that sound a little bit bigger than what it is. So let's send this to the reverb a little bit. We're 40%. I want it to have a lot of reverb on it. I want it to have a lot. But we'll take out the bass, and that's why I want it to have a lot of reverb, because we'll take out a lot of the bottom end. Cool. We'll send it to the top end. I'll add about 10%. Without it, you can just hear how the top end just stand out. We'll do 1.3 on S1. Kind of push it out a little bit. And we'll do the 48 on the curve. Put the Q back on 1. We'll turn it down though. Cool. Next, we have the kick. I've produced my talk about that in the front, not necessary right now. And then I have the master reverse, but that's not necessary right now either. So I'll move to the kick. Really not gonna do too much to it. It's already processed exactly how I want it. So let's send this to the drums. Send the 808 to the bass. And then on the bass, we'll put the Fab Filter Pro C2 for side chain. And then due to the fucker out it's an 808 and it play a lot. There's a lot of movement pretty much. Not really go too hard with the side chain, so I'll probably do like 4 or 5. And we adjust accordingly still, so let's max the 808 out. I kind of like how the 808 sound. Like, it's not no more me personally want to add to it. And I mean, I feel like it need no color or not like that. I feel like it sound good as is. So I'm not going to change nothing. Maybe later on me feel different, but for right now it sound perfectly fine. Just moving on, I have the tubular bells. All right, so like the last time I did use this, I believe I did use a thing from the Metric Halo. And the whole point of this pretty much is it's a expander. It keep the signal up to a certain level, you know, for kind of prevent a fade out effect, which in this case are really kind of necessary, because once the bell play, all it do a fade out, you know what I mean? So this can kind of help cancel that out. So mid and high, that's what we don't do with that. We don't kind of make it hold on the mid range and the top end. But the low end, we kind of do, as you can see, it slowly a fade out. That's kind of perfect. The low end, we do make it get rid of release that as fast as possible, because we already need full on on it. You know what I mean? So as soon as it stop, low end it gone. We don't really need full on it at all. The top end is a different story though. Cool. And then what I'm gonna do after that, without actually I'm gonna do EQ, but I'm gonna swap it around real quick. Let's just cut what we don't need. Okay, all of a sudden I can't double click. Crosses. Yep, can't double click again. Okay. Change the mouse. Yep, can't double click for whatever reason. Alright, so just work on that. Just cut everything what we don't need. I've wondered if I had a plug in a cars if you can't double click still. Like a second time I use it and this thing happened again. I don't know still. Alright, let's add some reverb to this. Like you can really hear it a whole on the signal, you know what I mean? As opposed to before where it would just fall off. Hi-hat. I'll run it through the brow motion. From waves. Mix 100%. Due to the fact of how much it get louder, I just put a limit upon it for kind of cap it off at a certain volume. So minus. Anthony. Oh shit, let's seem like me never load. Or make a mistake and load one pattern twice. So, supposed to load the open hot, but instead load the regular. Welcome, Jerry. Now, Anthony, when I say new kind of on my channel, but I didn't make it already up on a live stream. I did just some of them mix it on a different live stream because I never want this CPU start fuck itself while I do it. All right, snares. Nah, but better to plug in boutique, bro. All right, so the snare. Not too much to be done to it. What I'm gonna do is forget some. I can't double click. I'll cut it. Yeah. I'll put a I must send it to 2 separate channels after the fact though. So them 2 here. Let's rename them snare L and snare R. So one don't get pun left and one don't get pun right. I'll change the color on both of them to red. Separate them from everything else. And then my 2 channels there are the only 2 channels where they'll get the snare. So I route to this track only. And then this here. And then out of them 2 tracks here, where they'll go in at the main snare bus. So we'll take them here, push one left, one right. The one we don't do on top of that is we don't delay them a millisecond apart. So one delay 1 millisecond, and then the other one will do 2 milliseconds. So let's see. Alright, 1, 2. Then this one and what I'm gonna do is more send one last signal to the same snare bus. We'll turn it down though. And due to our delay this, see as if it'll play. EQ necessary. And then the last snare. Let's save this. Let's go our Junkie. Mixing session. I'm gonna reload it because for whatever reason, this stupid fucking thing, I don't want to double click I mean, for whatever reason, I can't double click on the file. So I'm going to reload the project and fall back. Hopefully we can double click now. Hopefully. Nope, still can't double click for whatever reason. So I think of this plugin here. I'm gonna have on the bell because it. So I'm gonna try something. If it don't work, then just probably I forgot just delete it because it don't make no sense to me why I can't fucking double click. Like that's just so fucking weird. Like of all things to happen, a plugin that stop me from double click. That not even have nothing to do with fucking FL Studio. That's just the system itself. Like it don't make no sense to me, you know. Like that shit crazy. So let's see. Alright, so that now solve the problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bunks the tubular bell in place by itself. That way I'm gonna have to use the plugin no more. So I'm gonna just bounce it in place. So turn off all of them channel there. And just bounce it in place. So let's right click file. So like actually this recording. Yeah, I'll just bounce this thing because I don't know, I'm not even worried about it, you know. Just save the preset and we'll worry about the plugin later on. Tube bell for Junkie. I'm not understand how I'm going with it, but I feel like I hit a cause it, so I'll just delete it. And it can go suck it, mother. All of a sudden, we can double click again. So I don't know what I'm going with that plugin there and what kind of error that, but it can go fuck off though. So back to the track. So All right, so let's unsolo everything. All right, so like me do that track other day. The last part of one of them snare, I want to get like a massive, like this big hit, right? So I do automate it, and my have to automate is no way around it. So I go into this rhythm called I believe it's Hunger Pains and Project Bones mixer. I'm gonna need to drag in this reverb track. Reverb. Oh fuck. Master Live Audio. Not sure what I'm gonna call it, you know. Auxiliary bus, GT, drums, Icarus, delay. Was that it? It's one of these, but I'm not sure which one. So I'll just try them out. And let me see, I get the snare a really big sound. So I'm gonna drag in reverb first and see if I that's not it. So maybe a saturation. Alright, so yeah, this side, I never rename it, so I'll do it now. Call it big reverb. And if you listen to it, solo out that snare, listen to it by itself. This is all I'm talking about. So it's detach the mixer. So snare 13, right? Like every fourth hit, I want it to have a big sound to it. So if we send it to the tracker and put it up to about 40%, we have this. Understand, like this big massive reverb, but I don't want it happen every time. I just want it happen upon the fourth one. So I'll find a good volume, good level, and let me take off the solo. So once I find a good level, so 60 kind of loud, we'll try 50. Alright, so 50 sound good. So I'm going to do is solo out a section, right click on this, make sure you click on the snare itself, right click on the knob, and we'll automate the level what I got into it. So we'll copy the first one, I'll bring this down to 0, but make sure so by the time it reach on to the fourth, it start rise up for go and get the reverb put on it. Then we don't make it fade out by the time the next hit come back. Like I said, I only want it for the fourth one. Actually, I can shorten this up to about that. Actually, let's do 1/2 a bar. You understand? So we get that one lick there, just in that part there. And when we do also automate the volume on the channel itself. Because when I want it play and just continuous, like you hear it, want it fade out, you just want it play for a second or so, and then fade out to nothing. So just copy the volume, make sure so the volume there are 100 right. That's all I'm gonna do is turn it down before that. And make sure so once it play, by the time the next one play, halfway through it, the volume completely gone, right? So something like that. Probably like that. And then like that. Now, so if you watch the fader, you see it come up and then it slowly go back down. And like I said, we only want it for the foot, so just copy it back across like that, and then delete that. So outside of with the automation there, you don't gonna hear that happen, none at all. So that's cool. So let's go back out to the front now and do the bass drop and the original, the Doomsday hit, as well as my producer tag. So because my tag I play on top of the bass drop, if we listen to the three of them together, bring up the volume.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
You understand? That's a good level actually.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
So upon the hit, upon the Doomsday hit, we don't add some reverb. We don't make sure say this fade out, just like how we do the other hit. So we'll add a couple of tracks underneath here. So not worry about no wobble, right? That's because there's no bass, so that's fine. We just automate volume and all that type of stuff. So make sure we have this. Once you get a good level of volume on my light,
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
which is cool. I like that because it's not too loud and then we still have room for turn it up even more.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
Cool. So we'll automate two things. We'll automate the fade in and the fade out. So we only need to select one little portion. So we'll take the first 5 bar or the first 5 steps, whatever, however you want to look on it. And we'll automate the fade in and out. So let's go create the automation clip again. Copy the value from the mixer because that's the loudest we want it to get, which is right at the initial impact, right? That's all right. So we'll paste that and we'll drag this down and make it fade in. And then we don't make it fade out. Now for worry about where it end because this is the only time where the hit a play. So we'll keep it like that.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
And that's perfect. Now I mean if you watch the fader, you can see the fader move.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
Perfect. So my producer tag now. If you kind of get it to stand out, what we can do is we can also automate that. Not saying it's necessary because you can hear it. We can either automate the tag or send it into one of them buses
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
and automate that. But I don't feel like it's necessary if I can automate nothing still because we can hear it clear. But that probably is just send it in at the top end ear thing over here. So and then just put in a little bit of that pen upon it, and that will help it out.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
And I mean, notice how it just crispy and clear now. So that's as much as I'm gonna do with that. So let's close this for right now. Another thing, like I said, we'll start cut the track them in a second. So let's get rid of. I'll put this on generic, and we'll get a knife, and we'll chop a chunk like right there. So out. And what that do is it add this fade out thing at the end of it. If you look, so we have this nice little curve. Alright, so what else we can do that for? We can do it for the drop. So we can take this. Because like I say, it don't play nowhere else. So it don't make no sense we even have all of that and just add for this we don't add a crossfade though. So it's a little bit wider. And we'll do the same thing for the front of it. Need to turn on resize from right. Or resize from left is an option where you can turn on. Need to turn that on. Allow resizing from right. So it's supposed to give me the option for grab the front of the track. I don't know make it and do it. See that. And without just make it.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
Perfect. The bass drop only occur one time, so we can do the same thing with that. This time we don't put this on generic though. We're now going to crossfade. And we don't get the knife, cut that, and then pull this back. So we'll make it fade out like that. And we'll actually go back a bit closer. Zoom in and go in a little bit like that. So now we have everything kind of sorted out that way. Let's delete this automation thing here. And then drag that up, close it. We have this.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
You know what I mean? Just like that. So we have the front of the track sorted out and now. Let's follow it through to the verse.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
So we have the string, the spiccato, one from contact. Let's go right click. Let's go. Level wise is cool, but not a problem with the level. I just want it fade a little bit more. Just want a little bit more of a fade on it. So we don't create that ourselves. So, and that is the first one. So right click, automation clip. We'll keep the first 2 points at the same thing. We'll copy this. Make sure so we don't interfere with that. We'll paste it right there. So let's make this bigger. And we'll drop a point right here. And we'll fade up. So I'll make the fade a little bit more drastic. You know what I mean? I feel like it fading too quick. So just to make it a little bit more drastic. You know what I mean? So like right there, so you already hear it a fading. I mean, I like that. You know what I mean? So let's get rid of that and that's cool. Let's keep on go through the verse. So find anything I will fade, anything I will feel I need. Alright, so now we are here the snare I play with this loud fucking Y1 name. Even though the automation is supposed to have it turn off, that I wanted to think on my but FL. We'll just drag this all the way across here. So. So we have what left? We have the electric guitar fixing at the track. So outside of that, we have another hit somewhere. Where is that thing at? Hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we have the reverse thing. It's so damn small, man. I almost forget about it. Where is it? Any fucking way? Bumbuckler thing of the man.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
Alright, that's all. So this is just a little thing where I reversed a part of the track. So let's bring that up to 0. And I mean, kind of give you this. You know what I mean? So bring it down a little bit. The level is actually already pretty cool. Alright, so right there, so you can hear the call to war play. Especially right there, so what I'm gonna do, kind of exaggerate it a little bit, is I'm gonna automate the volume. Just for that specific part. So let's find that, let's load it, let's right click, create automation clip. And let me say, we'll just exaggerate the volume to kind of make it stand out. Right there, so specifically. Okay, so right there, so let's get a point, make this higher. Same thing in the right there, so, and then bring it back down right there. So let's copy this, paste. Same thing right there, so. One up. Alright, so let's close that up. Deselect. Into the chorus, into the electric guitar. So we have this. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is before we even go into any of them bossa over here, so we'll go in a 2-track over on the mixer itself. So let's take this, we'll send it into track 27 and 28. So let's rename them. Alright, let's just change the color for right now. Then let's send the guitar into the first one or to this track only, and then this. Then on the first one, with I don't know what I'm going with FL Studio, and I thought this thing I just move shaky. Let's go change color. Let's go blue. Rename. I'm gonna go E guitar left. And the second one, let's change the color. I'm gonna change the name to right. On this, I'm gonna put, not sure which guitar effect I want to use. Oh, that probably sound good. No. Oh yeah, let's put the tape machine on the left side. EQ, what go on, bro? God. Is it a clip? Power. Let's load. Let's send it in a yes, huh? So rename this. So I'll go guitars. Alright, click on this, route to this track only, and from this we'll go into the reverb. Hold on, let's route to this track only. Alright. From that we'll go into the reverb. So that's just the reverb by itself. What I'm gonna do if we kind of add a nice little effect to this, I'm gonna add it to this track, right? That's right. Remember the of the one snare hit, I go into the reverb, so we'll add the guitar to it, so we'll get like, I'll see if it worked though, but it's supposed to get like this nice fade up and fade out effect. You know what I mean? So if we play it dry. Cool. The other guitar, I'm gonna run that through like straight distortions. I'm kind of like just crush the signal. For that, I'm gonna use Devlock. This would I use just reinforce the dry signal. So I'll crush this one. So that's the dry signal. And then that's the signal I kind of get crushed. But while it underneath the cleaner signal, you really can't notice it that much. But if you turn it off, listen to the difference. You know what I mean? But while it play, that's the magic of running shit in parallel. While it play, you can't notice it. When you turn it off, you notice it again, you know? So let's go back out. Don't take out the reverb out of the main thing here. So Not like how it sound, but everything else kind of good. So let's go back to the chorus. All right, so now the guitar, we don't automate the whole chorus. So let's loop that. Because certain parts we want high, certain parts we don't want high. So rather than use a plugin fee, we just do it manually. We get a much better effect when I do it manually, because you don't have to rely upon a plugin catching it or not catching it. You know exactly which part too loud, and you can just turn it down. So for the beginning of the guitar, we don't make sure we say it fade in to the track. Let's zoom in over here. So I'm say for the beginning, let's turn this in a step. Alright, so let's bring this down to here. Let's bring this up gradually. Right here, we want it kind of high, then want it come back. Like how it fade up here, want it fade out. You know what I mean? Let's zoom in so you can watch the fader as it dance. Wait, guitars, right? So right here, fader, extra large, and we're upon the guitar fader. Right here, we'll kind of dip, and you can just really weird form and do all of them tweaks because we can see where it get loud and which part it get quiet. So like somewhere like right there, so we can probably make it a little bit higher, but as it come across, you know, we dip it. Right there, so we have this little spike, so we can just drop it down, and then, you know what I mean, go from there. So right there, so it a little bit lower, so we can make it high, and then fade out, and vice versa, without feel the entire signal at the end, just bringing that down, and then just like that. And then last thing I'm gonna add to this is a delay, probably like a quarter note or something like that. Once it done play, I'm just a little bit of a tune like you know, just something for slowly fade out. So I'm gonna use the P right there. I use the repeater from Slate Digits. Actually, I'm gonna use Echo Boy sound ties. And let's send the left signal to the delay, about 40%. The right signal, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add let's solo out the guitars first of all. So the right signal, but I'll add EQ to it. Just for the look at damage control. We're gonna tame it down a little bit. Cool. Now that we have that sorted, let's go back to the delay. Just make this a quarter note, fully wet. put the feedback about 30%. All right, so one quick thing I'm gonna do. This is a neat little trick. What you can do with your delays, you can reverb or whatever. You can compress them, or sidechain them, and it's called it's just called, like, if you don't get a term, would I say dynamic delay or dynamic reverb, just because we don't sidechain the signal, right? So we don't use the guitar itself for sidechain the delay. Just like I sidechain a kick and a 808. So let's find the electric guitar left. And it's just all about finding the level of signal where you want to compress. So if we use the end part as a perfect example, right? So notice once the guitar let up, you can hear the delay start kind of come back up, you understand? So what we'll do is find a good sweet spot for sidechain. Actually, that's pretty good, to tell you the truth. Because it's not too dominant while the guitar actually play, but once the guitar done play, it come up and you can hear it. Just copy this all the way across over here. So as far as the volume go for this, we don't automate the volume as well. We don't need it for the play after the fact, right? So we'll get a quarter bar. Once it done, create automation clip for it. Insert another track. So now we say that the delay for that. The volume would just copy it. Lower this. So we want this slowly coming over time. But by the time we get to the end, we want it at full potential. So we can put it probably about right there. So paste the value. And then outside of that now, we can just make it slowly fade out. So if we watch the fade out, you know what I mean? And you have that nice echo there once the guitar done play. Outside of that, just silence, you know what I mean? So that's cool. Let's copy that across here. So then right there, so now we have some more automation work for do. Because I have this impact. Once the guitar done play, we have this impact will carry out the chorus. You understand? So we already kind of did do a little bit of automation work on the on this already, right there. So but that are just the plugin. We never do nothing volume wise. So let's go back to that now. And that are right there. So that's a them two hit here. So let's increase the volume. Go back a little bit. Cool. So once that done play, I want the snare play so continuous, like all the way through. So let's insert that track, bring up the the snare slowly fade in, because once the impact click one, just complete silence, the guitar fade out, and then we'll just bring in the snare slowly over time. So let's right click on the military snare, create automation clip. Put it in the wrong spot. Let's bring this down here and just drag it straight down. Make it fade up. Cool. The 808 will do the same thing. Put this here so. Delete that. Actually, hold on. Yeah, delete that. And the string, just like we do with it earlier on in the track, could do the same exact thing. Just put this. Cool.
TrackStar.
Perfect. Yeah, so that's that. What I can probably do is now go through and I don't really even feel like it necessary like if I cut up the track for tell you the truth, because that will introduce clipping. So I'll just load them as is and run through the couple times. That should be it outside master, and that's the complete mix rundown. So let's go compact 2 and play through the track start to finish.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. TrackStar. Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
So it sound good. I really feel like I want nothing stand out and can kind of hear everything. I'll just send the guitar to the top here. Okay, cool. So what am I gonna do instead of that? Go to the main bus, get a bus compressor. Which one? I use the it's gone. Damn. I may use the Cytomic. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Some people say you're supposed to have your compressor already upon your bus because upon a console is always already upon the master. I don't really care about that. So 2 to 4 dB of compression. This is just like the Waves compressor. I just have little extra features. Like me can set the amount of compression I want. So if me set this to -4 right now. So if I compress this, we're not gonna further than -4. That's the most amount of compression that we can get out of this period. You understand it? Now go past that. So that's cool. Because I look forget about a dB or 2 worth of compression out of it. So I'm gonna set this to -2.5. And that's as much compression as I want out of it. So attack would go 10 milliseconds. Nothing faster than that on your master bus. Nothing at all faster than that. Release would go as fast as possible. Mix 100%. Side chain not necessary. Makeup gain we adjust that later on. But before I do that, I'm gonna run a EQ upon this. And it's just a simple filter. The same filter I'm gonna use all the while. And we'll cut the top on the bottom. So V2 preset folder, master filter. So you know the same filter I'm use all the way. So that's done. Let's run the compressor now. Actually, let's go back around to the chorus. Right after the compressor, I'm gonna run the Waves J37 tape machine. this one preset. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, there's this one preset inside there, so I like the master and fat titan open preset. Just open up the track, just add some warmth and just awesome. So without it. So the same preset again. So the same thing I'm gonna do to the EQ at the top, at the same thing I do again twice. So I cut 30 and below twice. Because if you watch the waveform on the first one versus one on the second one, you can see we have like artifacts will get introduced after the fact due to the compression and the tape machine. So just I use this to reinforce what I already do. Typically after that, more than probably add a limiter and a clipper behind it or two limiter, you know what I mean, or something like that, maximize if you kind of finish off the track. Right now, I'm gonna listen, see if any frequency kind of out of control. So anything where I go past this line on the EQ visually, too far, we don't kind of control that. But if not, and it's nothing outrageous, then we're cool. So there's two parts where the guitar really kind of come in and, you know, get a little outrageous towards the end. And you can see the little peaks them, you know what I mean? So we kind of just control them. The outside of that, we not really see nothing more than that. Too outrageous. So that's kind of cool. Yep. So let's make this dynamic. Let's shift this from 2488 to 2490 and drag this down a little bit, make this more of a box here curve, so something like 48 dB per octave. If we maximize this, so something like that, around 48 dB per octave. And you can see it's right next door. So let's come over a little bit like so. You can see it, you know what I mean? This line right there. So if we do this and just click and drag down, we get the point what we need. So we can delete the other one. So now we know exactly which part it there. So what I'm going to do is we'll tighten it up a little bit like that, or right click on it, make it dynamic, same way. And just like we did earlier, we'll animate the guitar again. So let's insert a track. Yes, so right up in here, so we'll just loop here, so. And then create an automation clip using the the Y1 name and F in a fab filter this frequency. So let's go browse parameters. Where the browse parameters, they're supposed to show me frequency. Right, so create action clip. So now what we'll do is more detach this, put it to the side, and then just work with the automation clip for kind of tame it a little bit, you know what I mean? So it as harsh, because like I said, this is the master bus. So after this, a limiting, and if you limit it and it sound like shit, when you're after the limiter, it does still sound like shit. So we might as well fix it right now rather than try fix it later. So like I said, we're not gonna start with it as deep as this, but we don't definitely end up that deep. Or this is how far we don't go with it, but we're not gonna start that deep. So let's capture the value. Let's figure out which part it happened. So notice, due to the fact that we have the automation on it, it now show up again because it get corrected. So let's do that again. Let's reset this. So let's just disable it. All right. So right around this area, right? So what we'll do is we'll click a couple of points. So one here, so one here, so one more here, so and one right here. So back to the start. We have one right here, so same way. Probably can come forward with it. So let's delete this one. All right. So now if we engage this, need to put this back at 0. So I guess that's fine. All right, so now the full is 0, but it's close. So we probably can go up a little bit more because we don't want it really do too much before, you know what I mean, it really supposed to. So let's go back in now. All right, so that's kind of cool. That's close enough for me anyway. Can put this back to 0 anyway. The overall volume. Let's put that back to 0. But now we'll go back where we have the little error them and we'll automate the boy one name. The response of the, so let's paste the value. Now let's go back up here. So copy the first value, which is it pretty much not doing nothing. Paste it here, so and now we can kind of go in now and tweak. So let's do that. So right in here, so we know say we want it low. But remember we have a turn off in here, so let's enable that again. So outside that, right here, so we don't need it for the do nothing. So we can turn it off. Alright, cool. Alright, so you can see right, I said kind of jump up. I don't like that at all. Let's go invert gain. Alright, let's bring this down. Something like that. Alright, cool. Put something at the center also. And bring this back up to normal levels. And then the last one, of course, we'll put back in the center. So now if we take a listen and a look, we can watch the automation, see exactly what going on. Why is it up like that? Let's bring this down. Alright, that's much better. I don't want it that high at all. Let's copy this and paste it everywhere. Let's go back to the start and do the same thing. Alright, so now, if we look on it and look what I do. Cool. Let me say, outside of the guitar, we don't really want it to do nothing, you know what I mean, as far as affecting the signal. So, a couple of different ways we can address that. We can either turn off the EQ completely, or we can turn off the individual band. But I'd much rather just turn off the band. So let's see if them have a button for that. So, all right, as I can see, right, as a band 4, you have enabled and all of that type of stuff. So, we can use that for trigger it on and off. So I'll do that. So let's right click on the thing was enabled, and actually we'll just turn off the band completely. So let's right click on that, create automation clip for that as well. So as you can see, it up right now. So outside of which part it'll work, mainly right now we don't make it work all of that portion, but outside of that we don't make sure it's set off. So let's do this. And then for the last part, we'll bring it down back to 0. So only in the chorus that's the only part where we don't actually do any type of work. Let's cut off this, bring this in. So let's play this. So once it now play, or once it in this section, the whole frequency completely off. But every other curve in the EQ will work. So let's copy them two things and drag them across to the other chorus, delete that, and that's that. Let's lock the content, insert another track, move them up. Lock this, and change the name on that, and then close them. And that should be that. Ricky done wagwan, bro. No, time for limit. So let's load the L2 from Waves. So like I said, me a man I like when I limit me like different flavors, right? So we don't use the L2 from Waves, we don't use the L2 from Fab Filter. And we don't also use the Sonax limiter. I'm gonna put the Sonax at the last part though, because it can't really go as hard as I wanted to go sometimes. So I'm gonna put that in the middle and then use the L2 as the last limiter. So the overall volume what we are trying to go to. Right now we have 3 dB a headroom. So we have 3 dB where we can go up with the compression and already limiting, right? So but I'll use the Pro L, bring it to -2. I'll use the Sonax, bring it to -1, and then I'll use the Pro L and bring it to -0.3. Let's load this filter again. Let's turn off the Pro L2. Let's go into the Sonax limiter now. So we'll set the threshold to -1. Attack without increase, release without drop, soften it up so we can get some reduction. Output trim without take down a little bit. Turn on auto compress. Turn off safe mode. Increase the enhance. And then lastly, increase the input gain. Get some compression. So we go put 1.6. And lastly, let's go into the Pro L. Set the output to -0.3. Style, dynamic, look ahead. We'll put that as 0.50. Attack, triggered, release, 0. Then we'll start increase until we start to see some red lines at drop down. And that is fully, turn on the mic, too much echo. So that's fully mastered, you know what I mean? That's exactly how we done go through the entire process, mix to a master, and then we upload it to YouTube. What we don't know is bounce this out, bring it back, so we can take a look on the waveform, and then we do a A/B between the old mixed file, whenever the unmixed file, and then look on the mixed version of this. So let's go. Let me bounce this out, and then we'll bring it back after it finished bounce. So let's save it first. Actually, let's change the name because I fucking spell this thing wrong. It's supposed to be mixing session, not mixing session. Put the extra S. So let's take out that. Alright, let's save this now. And bounce it. Alright, one more Junkie Riddim. MP3 WAV file. Turn off this for right now. Start. So, to create a new arrangement, let's rename it. So it's going to be session. And then we'll just insert a new one and bring back the. So let's go AB comparison. And bring back the mixed version of the track and not the mixed version, but the master version of this track versus the mixed version of the mixed track. So if we can find it and mix stems, I think we delete it. Let's go desktop. Recycle bin. Let's play this real quick. So this is it with the minus 0.3. As I can see, we have a small little bit of gap before it start clip data because we put it at 0.3 as opposed to 0, which is also perfectly fine. So turn off the master effects them and just play it.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
So that's the master version. This is the mixed version, or this is the unmixed version of the track. So you can hear the difference in quality between the mix and the unmixed and the mixed version. So let's chop this up in bars. And let's do the same thing with the top one. You can go back and forth and take a good listen to the clarity. Alright, so we'll go 2 bars up top, 2 bars down low. So we'll start with the fully what I want to name version. This are the mixed version up top, or the one me just master, mix and master, and the one I never touch down on the bottom.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
Sound like fucker. You can barely even hear the bass, you know what I mean? Probably can't even really listen to it too loud because there's no processing going on and everything just loud and it just sounds nasty, you know what I mean? That's just a good way to look on a good mix versus a good master versus fucker, you understand? Same track, you know what I mean? Especially the harp, you can notice how the harp stand out in this as opposed to if you listen to it in the same section right there, so they because it's pun right, it balance right, you know what I mean, and it have a home. So, you know what I mean. Full track out there for me. Channel wants me what you want, you know. Once YouTube done process it, don't know that anyway. So let's go back to the mix session over here. So till next time, it's your boys Beez-Da TrackStar. I'm gonna turn this back on and make it lead out. Peace.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
Yeah, man, I fell studio that. I just I listened to it on my phone and hear I go on. I fell studio, man. More I just Can't bother with it, man. But yeah, that man just played the MP3, bro. Because yeah, FL Studio more wallet. This is what I'm gonna tell her.
Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar.
Man, what I say is me use that when me a bounce out, like when me I go out of FL Studio, once me know I'm done with the project, you know what I mean, me always bounce out the stem them, because if anything if I up the FLP or whatever, you know what I mean, maybe some of the VST them can update it or whatever. Or the computer and anything, the computer can crash or whatever, bro. But I stem them so I can go back in and edit the rhythm, you know what I mean? Like if me need to take out an instrument, out of the chorus, I can just go in and this is everything what me use. So all of them color channel there, that are everything I use. So we have the snare left, the snare right, you know what I mean? The plug. This are my mic. So this would I delete supposed to have one in the same master, I'm gonna delete that too. You know what I mean? Because I don't need them, like I already have a full master. But yeah man, I like bounce some stem them, bro. So this is the stems for the mix thing, and these are the stems them, yeah, so for the unmixed track. Then I probably wouldn't need them no more because we already have a track sort out the right way, you know what I mean? So we don't need that. But just in case of anything though, I always like to do that. These are the cover feet. I'm not sure. A good way I upload a rhythm on my page in the dog. It's crazy. I don't know when the fuck me to upload this though, but I have too much things to go on, man. You know what I mean? When I shut it off, like I say, the full thing though, they on my channel in like 2 minutes. Once I close out a video, yeah, and go in my video, I can post it again. You know what I mean? So if anybody miss anything, you can just watch it over. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, that man there from start, you know, so. Hit that to the people. Log off myself a blood clot omelette right now. I'm on my bed. Well, nothing I got on my bed, but I'm gonna make some blood clot food. You understand? Until next time, it's the boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Peace.